time like that, our nation's leaders should be singularly focused on America's national agenda.
It has gotten so that people spend far more time here dialing for dollars than we do focusing on the kind of legislation that we need to pass and the care and attention that our constituents demand.
I will never forget when we passed the Medicare Prescription Drug Part D bill, and at 3:30 to 4 o'clock in the evening, a.m., we're walking to the Capitol and we're outnumbered by lobbyists. And this is not an exaggeration. This is the truth. The lobbyists were at least 2 to 3 for every 1 member of Congress.
Wealthy donors, who many of them give of the kindness of their heart, but they're the ones that you spend a lot of time with. The result is a public who rightly questions whether those that win the elections in this system are serving everybody, all their constituents, not just the wealthy donors.
But yet the system is broken.
When I first ran for federal office and first did all the things that we're talking about today, got in there, dialed for dollars, called people all over the country who knew me, who didn't know me, who'd never heard of me, and said, hey, can you put some money in my campaign? I'm running for national office. I need your help. There I was in a little white room like everybody is today because it's the last day of the quarter, and trying to find a way to get to Washington. Well, at exactly the same moment, my daughter, who was 26 years of age, decided she would run for the state legislature, and we had just implemented clean elections. So she went around and got the number of contributing, the qualifying contributions that she needed. She got those people to sign up and say, yes, I want you to run for office, and then she didn't have to raise another dime. She came under the system that we're modifying here for Congress today, and you know what she spent her time doing in that campaign while I was locked in the little white room? She went to grocery stores, to fish piers. She knocked on the doors of every person in that district that she wanted to represent. She talked to everybody, not just somebody who could make a contribution, not just somebody who knew about the cocktail party. She got to talk to everybody in that district, and she won.
Well, we need to finance campaigns differently. If we're going to bring real change to Washington, it starts with the way we fund our congressional campaigns.
Once again, returning to a system that brings sanity to a process, where the small donor is on the same level as the chase and hunt for big dollars. I believe it was Justice Brandeis who said that democracy, that our state legislative organizations are laboratories for democracy. And Connecticut, as well as Maine and Arizona, passed legislation that has worked successfully.
80% of our state legislators in Maine now use this system, Republicans and Democrats. And she said, you know, Mom, it was a great thing. I was sitting on the Appropriations Committee, watching people testify, and I never once had to think, did they write me a check or not? She just had to say, was it a good idea? That's what people want of us. That's the way democracy should work. The way we do it now is no way to run a democracy.
If nothing else happens, let's show the people of this country that we care about integrity in Washington, D.C. We care about a process that's fair. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to owe yourself to a PAC or to a special interest group. That you can participate in the process. This is the people's legislation. This is the people's legislation. This is the people's Congress, and we need to return it to the people.